So we're going to cover a few things today, mainly receiving in motion to beat the defender around the circle, and also I'm going to cover receiving aerials just to follow on from our last video. So the first thing we're going to cover is just nice receives in and around the circle to beat a player with our receive. So what I'm going to do is, we don't have much space, so I'm going to bounce off my defender to create a metre of space to create a short, sharp lead. Okay, I'm going to get out, call for the ball, yep. So I'm going to get my body between my defender and the ball so it's always protected. So Rob here can only get the ball by fouling me. It's going to be a very hard tackle, okay? I'm going to let the ball roll past, roll into the circle, and shoot. So this time we're just going to run through the reverse stick receive, much the same. So I'm going to bounce off a defender, come forward, get my space, okay? I'm going to sell him, ask for the ball, yep. It's really important you make a connection with your man as to where you want the ball. So I want it outside, left-hand side of my body, so I'm receiving it with the ball going forward towards the goal now, and shoots. Yep. Okay, so a couple of key points. It's a bit hard to show when we're trying to break it down. But one really important thing is when we're receiving the ball and we're rolling, we're not actually stopping the ball dead, because if we stop the ball dead here, we're not going to be able to defeat our defender, okay? So we're actually going to let the ball roll, and as we're not trapping it, we're just taking a tiny bit of speed off it, so it still rolls into the circle. Once the ball rolls into the circle, we want it so we can have a shot straight away, okay? So, yeah, Alex, throw me a ball, receive a little, and shot straight away. Okay, so the final point is it's really important to make sure we have a good connection with the person passing us the ball, okay? So just for me, I like to have a little point with my pinky finger, so if I want the ball down my left foot, I'll point here, okay? Maybe it's just a show with your stick, so you make sure you make eye contact with your teammate, let him know which way you want to go. So, yep, receive. So the next skill we're going to cover is overheads, just following on from our last video. We're going to practice receiving them this time, okay? So a lot of the things I see young kids these days is we're actually trying to periscope the ball or getting a stick up like this. It's really important that we try to keep our stick flat a lot of the time and keep it under our eye line. That way when the ball comes down, we're actually following it the whole way under our stick. And just like all receiving, it's really important on your footwork. So if the ball's going to go over your head, if you've got a chance, take back and receive it. You want to try to sort of receive it just below your eye line, okay? And you want a dead touch, so your first touch is always to the ground, you can control the ball, right? Once you sort of master that, then you can start moving the ball forward in all sorts of ways. All right, so just to demonstrate, yeah, Rob, throw me an overhead. Okay, yeah, so stick just below eye level, ball hit the stick and pop straight to the ground. It's down, nice and under control. That's all we want, that'll be perfect, it'll work every time. So one more trick you can do if you really have trouble trapping overheads, you can actually slide your bottom hand down the stick a little bit more, almost like you're bunting with a baseball bat or actually trying to catch the ball on the way down. Once you get a bit better at it, then you can start to slide your hand up. But as you can see, even when I trap a little bit further down. This makes it that little bit easier. Okay, now just receiving on the back stick side. It's the exact same thing, watching the ball come over the whole way. Okay, except I like to turn my stick nice and early, and when I watch it come down, again, watching it all the way onto the stick, okay? So eyes, ball, everything culminates right on the end of the stick going forward. Okay, so the last thing we're going to cover is just receiving overheads on the move. Okay, so this would be like an overlapping right half or maybe a forward, the ball's going over the top. Okay, so when you're sort of seeing the ball come, it's going to come over your shoulder, all right? A couple of key important things here, we've got our eyes on the ball all the time, okay? My body position is taking me towards goal, so when I receive it, my first touch is going to go towards goal. And again, as the ball comes over, I'm watching it with my eyes the whole way onto my stick, okay? And I'm touching it, so the ball's going to fall in front of me, so I don't have to stop. It's not going to cause a handbrake effect, and we can keep going, because generally that overhead pass is going to be an acceleration, and we want to beat that defender going forward. So I'll just show you one. Yeah, Rob.
Holy sh**.
I'm rusty.
Rusty. Jesus, yeah, we'll just cut that bit and we'll just change.